but typically
Exploring
we like to
strategies for
work with
content
like teams
success
that
and
have a little
personal
bit more
fulfillment
established
through family
stuff because
happiness.
then they have a bigger budget and they also have more of a time frame,
Mhm.
longer time frame. They have other stuff going on, like marketing channels, like social media or YouTube or something. So what we will do is we will look at like the top performing content and then update it. We'll trim some of the poor performing content, consolidate some of the content that might be competing. We will help repurpose some of that top content, update it. We have a super extensive like 22 step updating process that typically takes like averages around like 5 hours per page. Um, Also, we talk with the internal team, the internal sales team, like what is the most profitable service that you offer, and who's like your best customers? Like who's your like who's what is the patterns of the customer base that you enjoy working with, and what are your most profitable services? And then we will prioritize that um, for content. So if you don't like, sometimes people don't even have necessarily that like specific page on their site, this service that's like the most profitable. It'll be like an offshoot. And so make sure that you have like a specific service page, and then you have lots of supporting content about that and all linked together.
So how you do this, right? Like, it's like suppose you have a customer, right? And you recommend they do 10 things and they do none of them, right?
It's normal.
Okay.
It's normal, but it's a challenge. But um, some, like I've had it such where it's like I was more consulting, but they wouldn't get the content created, or like at that particular time it was quite busy for their business. It's like, okay, do you want help? Like sometimes you can offer help, upsell, or even in good faith, good gesture, like
And then like, how do y'all figure out your pricing? Like, of course, don't tell me the deal. So like, how do y'all figure your pricing for our customers? Like,
depends on like how much work they want, what they need. If it's like content updates, then we can like have a set number of deliverables. Like we will update this number of pages per month. First, you need to do an audit of all their content. So generally depends on the size of the site, but you can like go through every single page on their site. If it's like an e-commerce site, that's millions of pages. So I've luckily never experienced that myself, but yeah, so I hate to say, because this is like
depends,
this is
yeah.
like a cliche
Yeah. I mean,
that it
everyone said it depends,
depends,
yeah.
but like I really, that's one of the
But I'm
things.
sure you'll have some kind of process to decide how you do the pricing, yeah.
Yeah, of course, and it's generally based on deliverables that we can provide. That's one of the things though that we're really focused on, is like having a productized service. So instead of like having like changes every customer, um, niche down on a specific niche, and you have a productized service. So one of the things that we specialize in is content audit and content updates. So we help give better results from the content that they already have. And this, I haven't quite nailed down how or the process, but I do believe this could be a productized service. So that's one of the fun little.
Are there any marketers out there that you follow that you're like, okay, this guy's pretty good?
For sure. So I mentioned this course, SEO Blueprint. There's this guy, Glenn Aldop. So he's like one of the boys in terms of, he's not like a big self promoter. He doesn't need this. He's like really behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure I've never even seen what he looks like. So he's just like, and he just like offers like really high quality stuff. And the thing with marketers, especially somebody who if anybody like says that they're a marketer, you have to be very careful the difference between what they do and what they say. Because like maybe they say one thing, like, oh, you have to create all this blog content, but you see that they keep producing video content. So it's like, well, what's this? So you're doing video content because you know that has more of a moat that's more sustainable for the future, but you're promoting people who have a blog, so it's like you have to be very careful. And then the other thing is big believer, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if people are producing crap content or crap design, etc., chances are they're not good at what they do.
So you talked about this some earlier, but like, what do you do for fun?
Oh, um, I have a great, I have a great family and a great group of friends. And, you know, I'm surprised sometimes how many great friends I've met here. And, you know, so I like to hang out with them. I like movies. I like books. I like going to the, like working out. One of my favorite things is kind of like cheesy. And like, I think like people are always shocked is like, I have like a picnic blanket and my motorbike. And so anytime I want, I just go to this park and I love alone. People are like creep. You know, like people walking by like, what the fuck? Play play catch with my family, like baseball, football, yeah, you know, random stuff, go on trips.
So let's suppose like someone's gonna come visit you, right?
Yeah.
But they've never been here before. Talk about what things you have them do, what things would they
Depends
go
on the
see.
depends on the guy.
Mhm.
Probably depends on the person.
Yeah.
You know, if he's a kind of a sleazeball,
Mhm.
we're gonna take him to like some party area,
Yeah.
you know, with love, not
Yeah.
I don't mean derogatory
Mhm.
sleazeball. I mean like good one of the boys.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there's a lot of beautiful stuff. There's a place that I would like to take you at some point. There's like countryside area in the city, right across the river here, Bincoy, very beautiful. Good question. See all the typical landmarks,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like the typical tourist stuff. Then I would take them like various restaurants and bars
Mhm.
just for fun.
Yeah, one thing about this place is it's polluted, but I found so many got great parks that's like random parks that's everywhere,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, man, this is nice.
Man, one of the things that I would like to do, I haven't done it, but I did this for my birthday last year, was I got a group of friends together at Landmark Park
Mhm.
and we just like played together,
Yeah.
you know, we had like drinks
Mhm.
and we just like played football, baseball. Now we have like badminton in the mix,
Mhm.
but I would like that to become more of a recurring like monthly or bi-monthly networking.
Mhm.
So, because I got like a lot of people messaging being like,
Yeah.
wow, that was a lot of fun. I can't believe it. Because typically it's like a networking events at a bar or a club, and that's like pretty basic standard.
That's one thing I want to try to do for our leave. I want to try to do some kind of networking event for all the people I met on the podcast, just random people I
That'd be
met,
great.
you know. Yeah,
You should do it at Landmark.
I need to try to do
It's
something.
free. And
That's-
bring your own
That's
BYOB.
always helps.
Yeah.
Free.
And BYOB.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you just have like a picnic blanket.
Mhm.
You have a bunch of, you know, people mingling together. And it just stands out in your mind because it's like you haven't done that. Usually it's like, you know, you go to basic networking events, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's some rooftop bar
Yeah.
and friggin' D2. It's like,
The
okay.
music's too loud.
And it all mixes together in your mind because it's
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah. We do something different. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So what are your goals for yourself, either professionally or personally?
I'm a pretty, I don't know, just to be truthful, I don't often like think about my own personal stuff. As long as my family
Mm.
happy and healthy, that's like it sounds like not cool, but I just want my family to be happy and healthy. And so I'll just do whatever it takes, you know. So I